Every single version of this dress that I've come across online looks so good. But it's got me curious. What would it look like crocheted? Let's find out. I had this yarn first, which was what I was going to use, but I wasn't able to find any more of it. So I got as close to it as possible, but I don't know if you guys can tell, it's just a slightly off colored. This is sort of an off-white and this is a white, and the texture is slightly different. This is a much thicker yarn as well. I tested out the two of them because I wanted to see what the fits would look like and how it would look before I actually go ahead and make the project. Sadly, we don't have enough of this, so I'm not going to be able to use it. However, the skirt is a bit too big, so I kind of have to start from scratch. The yarn that I'm using for this project is this soft touch yarn. I got this from the range. I don't know where you would get it from, wherever you're watching from, but I got mine from the range here in the UK. We are also going to be using what's left of the IKEA cottons. Last year we moved into a new place and we had to get some cotton. There was so much excess left over, it kind of gave me an idea, and I hate wasting fabric. I'm starting with 6.5 on my crochet needle. I know I'm making a dress, but I kind of want to make the skirt, then add the top later, if that makes sense. I've crocheted about 100, which is what we have here. I think I'm gonna add 5 more, and I'm going to use my waist as my measurement to get started with the bottom half of this project. I've added the extra 5. Why am I excited? Why am I happy? This is all we have. But you know what? This is who I am. I just finished one yarn, and this is how much we've got. I haven't been feeling too well, so I kind of just sat on the sofa crocheting. This is what we have so far of the dress. I kind of decided against a tube top for the dress design and started working on a different neckline. So we're going to be going with more like a spaghetti strap situation, which is what we have here. It kind of doesn't make sense now, but when we pin everything together, it will make sense, which is what I'm going to do next. Let's take care of the mannequin and try it on ourselves and see. We got it on. Of course, I'm holding on to dear life with this because I haven't finished the strap, but you guys can see the only thing that we do not like is the back. The back is not given. I've made it too big and now it just looks out of place, but other than that, everything else looks all right. I'm so sorry if I sound out of breath. It's because I actually do not feel well, but aside from that, I'm happy with the length of the dress and I'm happy with the bra cup and how that fits. So let's just correct what we need to correct and keep it moving. It's ridiculous how easy it is to unravel crocheting because it's not that easy to actually do in the first place, but when you're taking it out, it is so quick to come undone. Just life, innit? I decided to only extend 1/2 because I have an idea that I think will work. Yes, I am trying to cut corners, but that's just because I feel like we haven't made as much progress as I would have hoped for, given that I haven't been feeling 100%. I'm gonna try and crochet this elastic for the strap. I don't know how much we need, but I want to make sure like I don't stretch it too much in the process of crocheting. This is like try and error, guys. I haven't done this before, but you know, I thought I'd give it a go. Don't see why not. Can we have a moment for the dress? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. We are going to move on to the next part, which is adding the cotton to the dress. This cotton kind of low-key inspired this particular dress. So I'm going to be adding some on the bottom of the dress, and I'm going to be draping some over as well. And I'm thinking of even having one like an extra long scarf, but that would be like a separate piece that is optional. I'm not even gonna lie, I low-key feel like the project is just getting started, because this is the moment of truth. If this don't look good with the crochet work that we've been doing, it means we've wasted all of our time. For this step, I attached 2 pieces of cotton. They're quite even. I took this to my sewing machine because I really wanted the volume. Once I was done sewing, I pressed it down quickly. It wasn't really like a big ironing, just a really quick press down so that all the seams were sitting in the right place. Measured out what I needed, the length for the bottom of the dress, cut it out, and it was time to start pinning. The way I pinned this was in kind of like creating a little plates, if that's what you want to call them, again just for the volume. And once I was happy with that, it was time to sew it all up together. I've already cut and hemmed the sides. I needed 2 pieces, one for each side that we tie together. The measurements I kind of gone for, I think it was about 7 inches on the width, but obviously we want the length to be as long as possible, so about 7.5, almost 8 inches on the width. I kind of want to place this right at the waist. I feel like the higher I place it, the better. I was so excited for the side panels. Like, I didn't want any mistake whatsoever, so I pinned it in different position, measuring it out to make sure they're even on both sides, and just testing it out before sewing. I was about to sew the dress and be like, okay, yeah, we're done, but I decided to try it on. I'm not loving this. I'm not loving it at all. First of all, I kind of don't think the thinner one works at all, so I ended up trying a bigger piece of fabric, and that sort of looks better. I'll show you guys what I mean. So this, I feel like this kind of adds a bit more than this. This doesn't really add anything, but I don't feel like it's giving anything. I don't feel like he's doing anything for the whole project, for the dress. But one thing I do want to do is I'm gonna gather the skirt itself, like just this part of it, just because it's not as drapey as I wanted it to look. So I'm thinking of using an elastic to gather it on the sides, just to give it a bit more of a, you know, is it je ne sais quoi, that's what they call it these days. But this part here, I don't know, we're not loving it. I always like to take a few days away to contemplate when I'm feeling overwhelmed by projects like this one. I realized that I wasn't really happy with the fit, so I created some kind of like corset-like effect on the dress, and I also draped the side. I'm so glad I got rid of the side panel. I am much happier with it. So what do we think? I felt like the mannequin was not doing her any justice at all. She looks absolutely stunning on. I couldn't even believe it. Guys, let me know which neckline you prefer. This is the first option, which is quite cute, the second option, and of course the third option. I feel like the third option is my favorite, but let me know which is your favorite. Guys, the way I'm about to wear the life out of this dress this summer, let me know what you think in the comments section. I absolutely love it. I don't know if the mix texture works, but you can be the judge of that. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye. Mwah.